lovely flight. Why Sydney? Let's get into it. Here's a brief Adam and Jen where and how it all started. Adam and I are originally from Sydney, New South Wales, specifically the Blue Mountains, about a 2-hour drive west of Sydney. We first met at school at the age of 9 and were basically inseparable right through our childhood and teenage years, the true childhood sweetheart scenario. But at the end of high school, the couple that was expected to stay together didn't, and we eventually went our separate ways. It wasn't until 25 years later that our paths crossed once again and that magnetic bond drew us back together. Both of our marriages had ended and we were at a crossroads in life. The attraction was instant, the childhood bond mended, and we were inseparable again, like it was always meant to be. All of our family and Adam's kids, grandkids are all over east, from Sydney to Brisbane and of course the Blue Mountains. So we travel from Perth 3 times a year for a family reunion and a fantastic get together. My mum is still in the Blue Mountains and that's where I'm headed. My son lives in Perth, so we're staying here for a little bit and it's so beautiful in WA and we've got 2 great postie gigs, so why not? But we don't sit still for long. I'm almost at my mum's house in the Blue Mountains, the beautiful Blue Mountains. I'll show you a couple of snippets of that and I will take you back to some previous times where Adam and I have visited here, even sometime in the snow, which is spectacular. The Blue Mountains in New South Wales is amazing. Time to meet Mummy. And there she is. Oh wow, the kangaroo paw is massive. Hello and welcome to Adam Jen on the Move. Something different. I'm in Sydney. Adam is in Port Macquarie, which is about 7 hours up the coast from Sydney. So I'm visiting my mum in the Blue Mountains. Beautiful Blue Mountains. If you haven't been there, I'm about to set off for a day's trip up to Katoomba and Lura, where the 3 sisters are, and Echoe Point, and the most stunning views of mountain ranges you're ever going to see. So sit back and enjoy this one. The Blue Mountains. Last time we came to the Blue Mountains, or one of the times we came to the Blue Mountains, it was snowing. And it's rare to see snow in the Blue Mountains, certainly around where my mum lives. So it was such a spectacular thing, and I will throw that footage in now so that you can have a bit of a comparison with Echoe Point, which is where I'm about to take you, and the snow. So it was amazing and stunning. The only issue is when it's snowing, you can't see the view. So there were no 3 sisters to be seen. There was no Echoe Point or anything to be seen.
and the rangers were nowhere, but the snow is spectacular, so check that out and enjoy it.
Benefit to this is I've never seen Echoe Point so quiet.
It's a wonderful view today.
It's too rainy, too snowy. Oh, see the three sisters? Right. I'm sure there's a mountain here somewhere. Look at that, you cannot see a thing, just snow.
So the cicadas here are deafening because you are just surrounded by stunning trees and national parks. So it is beautiful. The one bummer is, as per usual, councils try and obviously make as much money as they can, and they have made all of the parking right around the Three Sisters and Echoe Point paid parking, and it's not cheap. And you can no longer drive down and just kind of drive past and get a nice view. You literally have to park and you have to pay to get down there. So thanks, Katoomba Council.
When I was young, just a boy, dreamed of falling in love with a girl like you. Through the years I thought I found you, but nothing would do. Now here we are.
Scenic World just across the valley.
I wanna grow old with you.
That's a must-see. Sorry about the wind. They have a train that goes almost vertical down the cliff.
Making my dreams come true.
So Adam and I grew up in the Blue Mountains, so this is actually our home area. And we went to the Scenic World, which was then called the Skyway, several times, and they've actually got the original Skyway, which is the carriage that just goes via cable car across to the other side. And it looks a lot less safe than it does now. Funny to see it back, so I'll show you some of that if I can find it. So here's the Skyway, cable car goes across to the other side. I believe now it has a glass floor. That's not cool. Here is the Scenic Railway. It goes almost vertical down to part of the floor. And then this is new. Cableway and a beautiful walkway once you catch the train to the bottom. So it is so cool, this place. It's busy, very touristy, but very cool. So this old track that you can see along here, that is one of the original trials. It has stayed up. They trialled it. It goes all the way around and over and passes over the cliff. And apparently one of the trial cars actually rolled off the tracks and down the cliff. Therefore, they never used it. Look at everyone jam-packed into that little glass square. No, thank you. And there goes the train with a glass lid full of a ton of people. And the guy at the back is driving. See ya.
Feel brand new, 'cause I don't get old loving you. When I was older, looking hard.
There's the old train track, still scooping through the forest. That doesn't look real good.
Your love hit me hard. I didn't see you coming.
Now there's something that's good to see. Free car park entry. Nice one. And there she is, the one we used to ride. Let's see if I can get a closer look. This is the original cabin used for the Katoomba Scenic Skyway. It was built in-house in 1958, travelling over 200,000 kilometres, 5 times around the world, and carried over 7 million passengers. It was removed from service April 4th, 2004. Jeepers, she's an old one. So we have the safety of one whole window and then just some half ones. That'll be okay. That'll be right. What a classic. And nice and safe with a bump. Beautiful, clear mountain water. How enchanting. And the ever-present cicadas.
you get the opportunity to come to the Blue Mountains, and certainly come to Katoomba, you must drive along the famous Cliff Drive. Mind you, very hard to keep your eyes on the road, but you definitely want to, because you are driving along the cliffs and it is beautiful.
Think about that night that I came home. You had the violet.
Just stunning, but keep your eyes on the road. Narrow too, but just beautiful and heaps of fun to drive, especially in a small car like my mum's. Thanks, Mum.
You and me go slipping off our phones. I'm headed up to the cold. I want the sun. Let's head out to the coast.
Gotta love the locals. So this is a sign. My favourite place to have coffee in Lura is the Lura Gourmet Deli, and I managed to get a spot right out the front, so I'm going in for a coffee.
We'll leave that episode there whilst Jen travels up the mid-north coast to meet myself and my family and spend a week with us.
Thanks for watching.
Like and subscribe. Get busy living.
I got a feeling that tonight will be the best night I can feel in. When I see you around, my heart is set to healing. I got a feeling my love tonight's off. If you want to dance, you have to try, get it on. Just you and me, forget about the time.